Gears of War Ultimate Edition is a remaster of Gears of War 1, which came out in 2006. To summarize things, this shit got some stank on it. This remaster doesn't accomplish what remasters are all about, which is staying true to the source material and adding to the experience of the old game and revamping it to current year. Instead, it shits on that legacy and says, fuck you.
Fuck you.
All in all, the gunplay is still great, the story is mostly untouched, and when it's working, it's great. But when it's not working, which is most of the time, it's terrible. So you might be asking yourself, what makes it so bad? Well, for starters, the AI is the main problem throughout the whole game. And I'm not talking about the enemy AI, I'm talking about the friendly AI. Just watch this clip and it explains everything.
You're good to go. Ceasefire. Taking cover.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care.
And that's only when they're actually around you. For the rest of the game, you're going to be wondering where the fuck they are, while you take on a whole level's worth of enemies that is needlessly hard because it's meant for 4 people to take on, not just 1. And you can try to utilize the useless squad commander system that they implemented, which has 3 options, which are attack, form up, and cease fire. But when you hit regroup, whenever you're trying to get them back to you, they say some shit like, be right with ya. Or they'll just say fuck you and be like, can't get to you, sorry. While there's a clear path for them to follow to get to you.
Fall in.
This motherfucker is so far away that it can't even hear his fucking dialogue, and he says, right behind me! Motherfucker, you're not right behind me! Jeez! And I know it just seems like I'm shitting on this game super fucking hard. But that's only because Gears of War has a pretty special place in my heart, being the first ever Xbox 360 game I had ever played. So whenever I play this and see all these problems that it has being remade, even though the original didn't have these problems, it just makes me a little frustrated. I didn't know if you could tell.
Fuck you.
Now you might be thinking to yourself, is there anything good about this game? Yes, there is, but it depends on how you look at it. If you want something that reminds you of the cheesy 2007 Macho Man persona, then you get that in droves here.
Marcus!
The combat, when it works, is also super enjoyable. You're rewarded for thinking of your engagements very tactfully, because you can get shredded in a matter of seconds if you don't really go about it carefully. This thought process may have also been brought upon me due to having to fight levels worth of enemies by myself, which that brings me to the co-op feature. It at least offers split screen co-op, and that's when this game is probably most enjoyable, is when you're doing a split screen session with a friend, because you can just sit there and make fun of the game all you want and kind of laugh off and brush off a lot of the flaws of the game. And there are sections that change it up and add new gameplay elements, like the krill section, where you have to stay out of the dark in order to avoid being eaten alive by birds. And I think I also really enjoyed the section because I get to watch Dom, the AI that I've been stuck with the whole game, just get absolutely eaten alive by these birds, and it is the most enjoyable thing after having to endure his brain-dead AI.
Don't care. Don't care.
4 sections of the game where you have to take down massive enemies, adding a bigger than life or Doomslayer before Doomslayer kind of feel to the game. My favorite part of the game had to be the factory with the glowing wretches, really leaning into the horror element that the game was initially built upon. That's until a guy was following ragdolls around in a scripted sequence that's meant to be scary, kind of ruining everything.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
The game also has a final boss battle that is needlessly hard. You have to kill General Ram. And let me tell you, whenever I say that this shit was so stupid, I had to look up a YouTube tutorial on how to figure out how to beat him. And the only YouTube tutorials I could find were people cheesing him and getting him stuck on objects because they didn't want to deal with how hard he was. So I ended up just utilizing this. You can call me stupid, whatever, I don't care. But you fucking do it. You do it. Overall, that's really all I have to say about the game. If you're going to play Gears of War 1, just play the original 2007 release, because it doesn't really come with all these plethora of problems that the remaster does. The original still has the excuse of being an old game. As to the new one, it doesn't really, because it was released in 2016. If I was going to rate this game out of 10, it'd probably be like a 5. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's kind of up to you to go play yourself and decide. So that's pretty much it. Have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe, share, jerk off. I don't fucking care. Have a good day.
Down! Let's go, let's go! Marcus! Hold still! Damn it! This is it, Marcus!
So, what are we doing tomorrow?
Earlier today, your gears successfully deployed the light mass bomb. We have destroyed the enemy stronghold. This war has exacted a heavy price from all of us. It has torn our world apart. But you have my word that we will rise again.
They do not understand. They do not know why we wage this war. Why we cannot stop. Will not stop. Why we will fight and fight and fight. Until we win. Or we die. And we are not dead yet.